Fishing. My name is Adam and I'm here with David, owner of the channel. Fishing St George's Basin today in a little flat that we haven't fished for a few months, so keen to get into it. Hopefully we find some fish, and yeah, I'm keen.
No, good intro. And like Dotty was saying there before, guys, we haven't fished this for a little while, but we do have a few surprises. We are actually at the end of the session right now.
We are.
So we've got some exciting things in store for you guys. And I'm with the king of the estuary, the guy that taught me how to actually fish for this sort of thing. So he's going to show you some tips. Before we kick start though, mate, let's just a quick one. What is the #1 tip that you could give someone that's coming out here doing this for the first time?
I'd just say give it a go, to be honest with you, mate. Like, it doesn't matter about catching fish all the time. Obviously we have our days where we don't catch fish.
Yeah.
A lot of it's mental health sort of side of things too. Like, just getting out, enjoying it, being on the water with mates. It's just good. You're away from the world.
Yeah, it's a good one, mate. Like, I guess you look behind, you mentioned this before, have a look where we are.
You can't go wrong.
First fish of the day. It's like flat. Oh, it's lost it. Oh. Ah. Bugger. First fish of the day, guys. Lost it. Felt like a bit of a flatty. It wasn't sort of jumping away. It was sort of moving away, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to direct your attention back to one of my good mates who came down to Vicentia the other day for a bit of a camping session. He brought his Land Rover and he let me do a tour of his little setup that he's made. So I'll show you guys that now, then we'll come back here. Here we've got Chris Hemsworth. He used to be Liam, but he's grown up a little bit. And his beautiful girlfriend, Sarah, and beautiful wife. And you're going to take me on a bit of a tour through, what do you call it?
It doesn't have a name yet. That's something that's missing just there. I need to get names still. So that's.
What about Thor or Marvel or something like that?
Something like that would be good. Yeah. I don't know. Where do you want to start? Let's go to the front, I guess.
Yeah, mate.
It's a bit of a mess inside, but it's locked. Yeah, so that's probably better. Yeah, I don't know. It's my Parenti ex-military car.
Yep.
Bought about 4 years ago. Got the plates and everything, ex-army.
Nice.
Rooftop tent on top, awning out the side. Fat tyres. There's the front.
Fat tyres.
Bit of a mess. This is obviously not my side.
That's definitely your side.
Not my
I've
side.
known you for a long time.
The highlight of the front for me is the speaker, ammo box.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
So that's a bit of fun.
Yep.
Then you move, yeah, bit of a mess in there as well. Move back, then you look at the esky. Also not my choice.
100% yours.
Definitely not my choice.
Do you know how I know it's yours? Because it's pink.
No, I don't think so. This is something my dad and I did a few months ago. You'll like this bit.
Oh, I know, I like this bit.
This is the highlight.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So, kitchen. That just sits in there. You got the gas cooker in the back and then plugs into that. Yeah.
Is that
And then we got
your
the chopping board.
shower?
Comes
Nice.
out further.
All pulls out of there. So you chop that up yourself?
Yep. It was scary cutting a hole on the side of the car, but had to be done.
Did you use your hammer?
Yeah. A hammer, for sure. This runs off a 12 volt, so electric just plugs in. Shoots.
You had to aim it at me, didn't you?
Of course, but it's not on, so. Yeah, and then
What's this here?
these light up. Oh, that's nothing very interesting.
You don't want to show me.
Yeah,
do
it just opens up, but I want me to get the key. It's not, that's just how they're built.
you? Yeah, okay.
Extra storage components. Got the rifle box here with all my tools, and then just a mess of clutter. My axe up there.
That is definitely,
Max tracks on the side, mounted there.
that is so
And high
cool.
lift jack, and then coming up into the suite.
So, do I put it up in there?
Yeah, it's safe.
It's safe, you sure?
You can put it up. You can go up if you want.
Oh, I'm not going to, mate. I don't think it's weight limited to 240 kilos. So,
But yeah, this is my first home buyers. This is what I was showing my first home buyers money on.
wow.
Yeah.
How good. So, Land Rover, this was ex-military.
This is ex-army Land Rover, yeah.
Yeah.
Tucked a drawer in the back for extra storage.
Yep. Oh, how cool is that, mate?
Comes right out.
And then you got the 270 up there too.
270 grade.
Who's that? Right.
Yeah. Has lights built into it too, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
And just be switched on when it gets dark.
And that's freestanding, hey?
Freestanding, yeah.
Yeah.
Extra support if you need it, but yeah.
How good, mate.
Good fun.
Thanks for taking us through.
No worries.
Alright guys, we're back again. That was quick. Literally 10 seconds ago I told you to go and have a look at the Land Rover, but now we're back. And this is the very next cast. And it feels like the same fish. Right under my feet now, if you guys can see. It's a brim. Yeah mate, 4 pound leader. I've probably got I'm with the king of the estuary too, so for those who don't know, this is the great man Adam Dodd, the one who taught me to fish finesse. Come here with a big line one day, guys, fishing for a cod my whole life, and now I'm down to 4 pound leader. Thank you very much, mate. What do we got?
Nice little brim.
Nice little brim. There you go, folks. Thank you, mate. I'll show you guys what we're dealing with here. It's beautiful brim. Look at the colours on it. It's so white. It's obviously feeding on these sand flats here, and very different coloration to the ones that we find up the back of the creek that tend to have that darker hues to them. These are very, very light in colour. This one has smashed that little curly grub, which I've changed to. And for those kids at home that never caught a brim, I've got a few people from different parts of Australia and the world. Brim have sharp spikes on the top, as you guys can see. They look like hypodermic needles, so you'll be very careful. They have sharp gill plates here too, so you just got to be careful either side of your hands. And then also underneath where my hands are, so I try and handle this very gently, we've got 2 big spikes here that obviously hit you as well. So just being really careful and gentle when you're holding them. I've mentioned this before on my channel, but they are a slow growing fish, so I always release brim back to the water. Anyway, finally got one. So now we're officially a fishing video. Hopefully we can catch them all. Mr. Dodd, king of the estuary. What do you got, mate? Flatty. Righto, you're going to want a net, aren't you? What are you fishing with?
Just put the bent minnow on, mate, and we just had that chat about predators waiting on the edge through this shallow corridor, and sure enough, throw one up on there, and first flathead for the day.
Nice work, mate. I actually said there was nothing through here, to be honest.
Mate, I didn't believe it for a second, so went with my gut, and look how that's worked out.
Your gut's a lot smaller than mine too, so
let's just put the bag in front of it for camera purposes. And
so what are we using, mate? We've got the bent minnow.
Bent minnow, which is probably going to be...
No,
it's not. Oh, it is now. Get him out first. Try not to break hooks.
Come back over here, guys, and have a look. This is what we're dealing with.
There, guys.
Little bent minnow. So what is that? That looks like a little...
Just a little bit of white bait or something, mate.
Yeah.
Just something that they're probably feeding on. Just twitched it once and came over and smacked it. Yeah, I'm not going to just jam my finger in there.
Wouldn't be the first time you haven't jammed your finger in a fish's mouth.
No, against my better judgment, I probably don't want to use the pliers, to be honest. It's probably not the smartest thing.
So flatheads, well, you're probably immune to them the amount of times you've been hit, but guys, they
a couple of times, mate. Once or twice.
Considered one of Australia's top 50 deadliest animals, actually, due to the
There you go.
toxin that they secrete.
Not a bad little fish.
Colours on it. So that's a dusky flathead, is it, mate?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you tell it's dusky?
Dark.
Good explanation.
Caught it on dusk, mate. Caught it on dusk.
What do you reckon? How big is he?
Probably say late 30s, early 40s.
Yep.
He doesn't care. He's literally just nestled himself in there. Hasn't moved.
Shows how pretty docile they are.
Come
Yeah,
straight back and
in
caught
the
me
leg.
straight in the ankle.
So I was saying there before, guys, about they got like a toxin they secrete out of their little barbs on either side of their gills, and for most people it's totally fine. It's the ones who suffer from like blood disorders and that it's like a blood thinner. Right. Yeah, yep, you can see them.
Heap of whiting just up on that flat there.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, you can see those clearly, guys. You definitely can't. I'll try and circle them into footage for you, like just over here. So I'm dealing with a camera that doesn't want to stay still because it's floating on this little kayak thing. But yeah, another little whiting. Well, first little whiting for the day, and that's cast number 3, I think, on his
bent minnow, yeah.
On his bent minnow. So my little popper is obviously not doing too crash hot, but
you know what that means though, don't you?
that means I'm going to either have to copy you
Time to switch to a bent minnow, mate.
and carry on like a coward and copy your technique, or cast where you've been casting and try and steal your fish. Oh yes! How's that, guys? Popper, bang bang bang. Couple little twitches and oh, that's a good flatty.
Yeah.
Nice flathead, yeah. Not huge, just a nice little small one. Around that sort of 40 centimetre mark. And on that popper, you guys can probably see just there. It's got it right on the edge of the mouth and absolutely smashed that off the surface, as you guys saw. Lucky I was running that.
Aren't you glad I said to run the GoPro?
Here we go, now we're going to hear it. Here the estuary tells me to do something, you do it, don't you? Nice fish. Oh, you nearly lost the fish. How would that have been on my...
It's not going to happen, mate.
Oh, well done.
100% with a net. I don't lose them.
So guys, unless we catch another fish, that's going to be it for today's episode. Nice short one, but glad you guys came along for the ride. Definitely the largest fish of the day. Maybe.
We'll give it to you.
Okay, he's gonna, yeah.
We'll give it to you.
Close to it, but off surface, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for watching. If you guys can like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise, I'll see you on our next adventure. So a little bit before there, guys, the estuary was fishing this part. Picked up about 4 fish. I didn't really get them on camera because I was away from him, but the ratio is probably about, as mentioned earlier, about 9 to 1. Now I got that big one, it's about 12 to 2. Crazy. A lot of people, I think, always think that you've got to fish deeper, to fish heavier to catch more fish. It's not the case, is it? So, oh, I've just lost my lure.
Good thing it's a popper, bro.
Yeah, keep casting, mate. And that belted him too. What do you got, mate? Look how say, guys, have a look how shallow we are. Like, you don't even float there. You guys do not even float. I've got the net, so.
Oh yeah, mate, in that depth of water. Oh, you didn't like seeing you.
Doesn't like seeing much.
There we go.
Hang in there, buddy.
Well, I think I just knocked you off the fish of the day. Sorry,
Definitely
mate.
got me.
Sorry, mate. Got to do it.
So guys, what that pretty much means is that wasn't the end of the video there before. We're still going.
Look, I was going to ask you about that and just say, like, is it going to be weird you editing a fish in darker than your outro? So you're going to have to have another crack at it, mate.
I'm going to have to keep going, eh? Like, I can't exit now, mate. I think we've done the exit. This is like a post-mortem, I think we have to call it, of the video. This is a great fish. On a bent minnow again there, as you guys can see, if I zoom in.
I was on the popper, like you, and decided I'll go back to it. And sure enough, second cast, and he has just absolutely nailed that thing in ankle deep water.
Definitely a different colour to the ones we've been catching today. It's sort of, it's a little bit darker as well, like, and then real light, like it's definitely sitting on the,
yeah, little bastard.
on the weed bank there.
Definitely a lot lighter through the body.
Yeah.
Much lighter fish in the body. As you can see, guys.
Crazy, isn't it?
But yeah, ankle
Just
deep
the
water,
different
mate.
colour of the fish, like where it sits on that shallow. So that was just here, was it, in the shallow water?
Literally just right here in this ankle deep water.
We're literally kneeling down, guys. You can see how this
I
is
think
crazy.
it's deeper where my knee's going in than it is anywhere else. But
Now I can nearly say that you've been targeting that fish today. Like we left, we went up a little bit further, but we came back. But you were watching that, targeting that whiting, weren't you? On the probably that fish or something very similar to it earlier.
Mate, it's the game plan that we had. Like we saw him earlier. He's coming straight for you. We saw him earlier. We didn't have the wind in the right spot for what we were trying to do. So the game plan was go a bit further and come back and fish this edge on the way back, and it's working for us. It's 2 flathead in 5 minutes, and we've still got a bit of a journey back to the car, so never know what's going to happen.
You don't. And we're still going to keep going, I think, with the tactic with you on bent minnow and me on the popper, and see what we can probably, see if we can do a comparison. I'm going to give you the net back, mate, and hopefully we can get another one for you guys.
I've got a cramp in my left hand.
You got a left hand cramp?
I do.
Cramp? Oh, that's a good fish. Got the last treble on that. Is that one little hook in there, mate, or? Yeah, now he's tangled. That's handy. That's a good fish. That's nearly, what, second biggest of the day?
I would say so, bro.
I reckon that's just a little bit smaller than that last one you got. So that's a good fish, isn't it?
It's amazing how much darker it is. Like now that we're over here in the deeper water where it's all weedy.
Yeah.
It's a super dark fish compared to that one up on the flats just a second ago.
So bent minnow again.
Bent minnow again. Figured we're going over weeds and sick of getting fouled up on the weeds, so.
Yeah, I got one of my lures sitting there too while you do your thing, mate. Keep doing you. That's right, you can stay. Are you fully smoked there, or?
It's in his mouth. That should be right. Because that's the one that. Yeah, fully smoked.
That should be right. Bit of water on the lens there. How good's this little float boat, guys? This is the wetty float boat I use when I'm spearfishing. So it's that little Railblazer mount there that you can put the camera there, or you can put a rod holder or whatever you want, but works perfect for this guy. That was sad.
No, it's wrapped around a fish, mate. That's why that didn't work.
That's wrapped around your leg now too. I'm not going to pull on that, mate, because it's down somewhere down below you.
Get the old flatty grip.
The old flatty grip. I'm going to throw this one at me, I hope. Point blank range.
He's coming for you.
Those that have fished with me before will understand that joke.
There we go.
Old. Oh yeah, geez. Booyah.
Another good one.
Good fish, mate.
Bit darker.
It is a bit darker, isn't it?
Yeah, sitting over here.
Is that because of the coloration of the...
Yeah, he's obviously just been living in the weed, mate. The other one's living up on the sand flat there, so a bit lighter in colour. They just adapt to their habitat, so help them hide a bit better, and yeah.
Good fish, isn't it?
Fish, eh?
They're very docile at the moment, aren't they? They're not sort of like swimming off.
No, he just cruised away very, very slowly. They're not sort of hitting the water and running. They're sort of just swimming back down and staying there for a bit, aren't they? So
pretty chilled. But yeah, guys, I think how many we caught today now, mate?
Seen a few, mate. We've had a few.
I reckon you've caught 15.
Oh,
Close, yeah.
Close to it.
I've caught 3, so it's about accurate, guys. I'll probably the ratio is a little bit better than normal. Everyone's got our strengths and weaknesses. If I took Jotty spear fishing, he'd probably still beat me actually, but I reckon it'd be a bit closer.
I reckon you'd have me on that one, mate.
But in the estuary, guys, I call him the king of the estuary for a reason. The Shane Warne, the flipper, the googly, the wrong, and he's got all of them. And yeah, I appreciate learning how to catch them off the king.